Okay, we are here Thursday morning, February 11th, up in the city of La Habra Heights. Good morning, Ruben.
Good morning, Pelon, Caco.
You gonna show us how this system works?
So the first thing that is in a system, a septic system, is the cleanup. Holy cow.
And there comes the sewage.
There's the sewage coming out. That means the system is already failing. You can see it right there. As soon as I remove the pieces that it was holding, it starts flooding. Well, that's the first thing. That's the main line coming out of the house. And this is a cleanup. That's the first step. Then from here, the main line goes into what is a septic tank by itself. Now the septic tank has two chambers. It's made of two chambers. One is the liquids, the solids, and the liquid. The first one, I'm gonna open it up for you so you can see.
So the first side is what?
This is the solids.
It's our solid side.
The solid side. And every single septic tank is the same. Some variation with the new systems, but the old school is full where the feces coming from the main line come and land to the tank, and all the feces and toilet paper, all the solids accumulate. But as you can see, this one obviously is already full, and the inlet, this is called the T-baffle. This part is the T-baffle. That's where it comes in and dives into the tank, and it's full. So this system is failing.
So underground here, there's a tank, and they're different in size. This one's a little bit smaller. We're thinking about 750, right?
750 gallons. Yeah,
and these two chambers, they're part of the same tank. So this is the second chamber. This is what, the liquid side, right?
The liquid side of the tank. Now, there's something that you won't be able to see on the video, but right in between the two chambers, the solids and the liquid, inside the tank, there is a wall, a concrete wall that divides the solids and the liquid. And then the top, or some of them at the bottom, they have little slots, so where the liquid can travel to one side or another, but not the solids. It's going about like this, all the way across from one side of the tank to the other. That's called the wall, the buffer wall.
And then we got, it looks like another pipe leaving this liquid tank, and where's it going?
Right there. This is the outlet, T-baffle outlet that it goes. Here's only liquids. This is just a little fat and impurities, but it goes out, just the liquid goes out, and it turns
to a seepage pit, right?
to the seepage pit.
Let's go check it out.
Which is the third step of the whole system.
And some of these have multiple seepage pits like this one does. We are rehabbing one of the seepage pits because there's only two people living here, and seeing if that solves their problem, which it will. Why do you have the safety harness on, by the way?
Oh, the safety harness is because this is the next step of the system, the seepage pit, and it's called like that because it's 25, it could be all the way to 50 feet deep.
They're typically about 50 feet deep, 40 to 50. This one's shallow at 25 feet deep, and it's 5 foot round in diameter.
Yeah.
So what Ruben does is we're tied off to this tree here. When he gets down in there to work anywhere in that area, we connect him to the actual safety harness. So the safety harness, we'll show how that goes on.
First, I have to have the harness attached to my body, all the way around my hips and my legs, both sides, and my shoulders. So, but in the back, it has a hook.
Let's have him hook you on. So sometimes the ground around these seepage pits is really unstable. Sometimes these tops of these domes are really unstable. And if you drop in here, you're not coming out. So here we are, he's connected to the actual safety harness.
So this is the safety rope.
And tied off to the tree.
To the palm tree. That for some reason it could happen that that the top of the seepage pit could be a sudden collapse, and I'm going into the tank. This one will keep me alive. Will save my life. It's my safety line.
So that's pretty much the system. There's other seepage pits here, so in other words, if this gets full, it flows over into another one, and there happens to be 4 in this system. But what we're gonna do today is we're pumping the tank itself. We're also gonna pump the seepage pit. And then what are we gonna do to restore it? Ruben, can you explain what this is made of? Or
Okay, so the way these seepage pits are built are made of old bricks, like clay bricks, joining like this with a little space about 1 inch between them. They're not all the way together. They have a little spacing. So when the water builds up here, it can seep out, go through the underground, and not accumulate in the tank. So what we're gonna do, we have a equipment that it can go all the way down to the bottom of the pit and start power washing all the scum that is built up on the bricks. All the scum, it could be all the way to 3.5 inches from 1 inch, and it blocks the whole wall for stop the seepage.
to where we can't percolate anymore. The ground's not absorbing it because it's filled.
Yeah.
So we're restoring this seepage pit. That's part of the job. And then we're gonna bring 24-inch risers, which are over here, bring them up, and we've got a custom-made traffic lid that we have ordered. That's a little over about a 1/2 inch thick plate. It's gonna be 30 inches to cover this whole thing to where it's traffic rated and they could drive over this because it's in their driveway. That's about it.
Traffic rated.
All right, Ruben, you're world famous now. You wanna say goodbye?
Bye.
You have any sayings or quotes you wanna leave us with?
If you have a septic issues, give us a call. We'll figure it out. We'll solve it out for you. That's it.
Adios.